December 14th, about 6 a.m. Central Time. Overnight, the precious metals, not a lot of extension post FOMC, so note that. But you have February gold up $52 at $20.49. March silver up $1.37, $24.30. March copper up 10. That one did extend higher in the overnight session at $3.89. And then January platinum up 27 at $9.49. So clearly, the global markets had just caught fire, basically everything on the post-FOMC rally here. It was the dot plot that indicated 3 rate cuts could occur in 2024. That's the first time we saw that kind of action here. The Fed has been really holding strong on this higher for longer, and I don't blame them because employment is very strong. We saw the unemployment rate tick down from the 3.9 to 3.7. We saw that November jobs number beat the expectations, 180, come out at 199. Services PMI is continuing to expand for 11 straight months. We are getting the reprieve on inflation, where like the national average for gas is down to 320. Mortgage rates have dropped 6 weeks in a row. They also fell off a cliff here yesterday. So this is just kind of a big risk on trade right now that we're seeing. Now, if the Fed goes and starts to backpedal, which we have to look at what the data that's coming out, could it potentially be stronger, and what are the next Fed discussions? Will Jerome Powell have any kind of speeches or things like that? And then something else we have to pay attention to that a lot of people don't is that when you get a new calendar year, you get a shift in who are the key voting members for the Federal Reserve. If those rotate in where it's more of these hawkish people, you got to pay attention to that. If some of the doves come out and the hawks come in, they hold higher for longer. That could have been, we could see another top on the precious metal. So I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or anything. I think this is great. This is a great opportunity for people to reduce a bit. I don't think prices have gone up. We're not at 2152, so we're not making all-time highs where people have the FOMO. I think they could tactically look at, hey, what levels would I want to re-enter into the market? I don't think silver is too high, even up $1.36. We're trading at $24.30. We're not at $26, $27. I think those are kind of the upper end of the boundaries without a new all-time high in gold, without an expansion of a global conflict. So that's kind of just some rambling thoughts here. So everything kind of moving up here. Dollar index down 56. Oil's up $1.25. Oil's probably going to bounce to a higher low. I think 73, 74 on that. I do like platinum. I don't know if it justifies a move to 1,000, but platinum generally drifts higher here into the end of the year, carries over some support into January. If you want some information on the seasonal, shoot me a call on that one. And then silver, it tends to draft too. We see silver tend to peak in January. It comes down a bit. And then on the gold market, usually around the first week of the new year, it tends to peak. These are just some of the things, but not really given the current stance on what happened with the Fed. Now, something to note on the equity side, so we're close to new all-time highs on a lot of them. Some of them are making new all-time highs. You got to shift focus. When the Fed starts cutting, small caps are the ones that usually perform the best. So that's where the Russell, where we were always targeting the Russell on the short side, trying to be long NASDAQ. Now you want to kind of reposition just a little bit. And the other thing, part of this risk off or this risk on rally is you have a lot of people that lock their money up in 5% yielding money markets and CDs. Now the equities are taking off. Those money markets are going to come down on the yields that they're given. That money's got to go to work somewhere. Chances are it's going back into the market. So you got any questions, give me a call. Love to talk to you. 312-858-7303. Remember, futures and option trading involves risk of loss. May not be suitable to all investors. Good luck and good trading.